Hey guys, hi, it's the Creative Chica. I'm coming to you with another little video on making a Thanksgiving card. They have really nice fall things in at the Dollar Tree, and I've decided to use a napkin to do my card, and I'm going to do a tutorial so I can show you how I did the card. This is the card, and this is the napkin in the background here, and I also stamped on the inside, so you can see that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I did this today, and we'll just kind of walk through the supplies as well. So what you need to make the card will be a Dollar Tree napkin, which I have pulled the backing apart from it, and so we'll talk about the napkin in a minute, and some Dollar Tree brown ribbon, which they have these, not in flats, they have them in the roll. I just took it off the roll. And they have these, and this is like a baker's twine, but it's brown and beige. And I also used from the Dollar Tree some of these pretty sequins as well. They come with 6 colors. I've taken some out to put them in little containers, but this is what we'll be using. And then by EK Success, I have these here. You can see these here. That's probably backwards, upside down. So there you go. You can see those little, they're called tokens by EK Success Inspirables. So that's who they're by. Okay, and we'll use those. The base of the card will be, base of the card is Nina White, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and that's this here. In this orientation here. Okay, so that's going to be the card, and then you're going to have you're going to cover the card with another piece. Let's see, where is it? I have another piece of it's going to be this brown here on the edge, and that one is this paper, this brown paper here, and this paper is brown, from Kane Company, Very Nice Specialty Paper Pad. So that's where that came from. And again, the ribbon was the Dollar Tree. Oh, where you need some glitter, and the glitters that I'm using are the Martha Stewart glitters, and there's a green one. It's called Peridot, or Peridot, or Periodot. I don't know how to say it. Fire Opal, which is the orange one, which is for the pumpkin. We're using that, and then I'm using my art glitter with the very fine tip, so to get in there. And then I'm also using some distress ink from Tim Holtz. This is Vintage Photo. And I am using more Martha Stewart little ink pads, and I'll tell you the colors on the orange is a mandarin orange, and that's the only color I used from here was a mandarin orange. And a stamp that I used, it says Happy Thanksgiving, and this was one that I got, I believe it was either at one of the dollar things, maybe Michael's, the dollar, but this has been a while. I've had this for a couple of years. Okay, so the napkin. So let's start with the napkin. Now the size you're going to need is, so the size of this is where the napkin will be attached, and it will be shorter than your 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's going to be 5, I believe. Hang on, let me double check this so I can make sure I say this correctly. Yeah, 5 inches this way, and 3 3 4/4 this way. Okay, so let's start with that. Now what I've done was the napkin itself has pumpkins on both sides, but the text is only going in one direction. So I'll show you guys, see how this goes in the correct direction here. So you would want to use these pumpkins down here, unless you want the wording upside down, which I doubt. So then you don't even worry about this. You'd probably cut this off and you can use the center of it. So I'm going to show you that I've already done that with some other ones. This is 5 1/4 by 5 1/2 by 3 1/4, and this one is 5 by 3 3/4. So, but I took the napkin and I just used the wording. So I'll use that on a different project, but I wanted to show you guys that just so that you can see that. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to take this and your smaller card, and then you want to figure out where you want your pumpkin. So I kind of like my pumpkin in the corner, like I did the other one, but I still want a little bit of the, a little bit of this, what do you call it, showing. There's some border, border. I want the border showing. And so I kind of like that. It looks good. So I'm going to cut around this to get the dimension that I want. So let's go around it right now. This is what I want. Make sure I do a good amount because I'm going to put it to the back. I'm going to fold it over to the back. So I want to have at least 1/2 inch to the back. Okay, and then we have now all this left over. We could use that for a different card. Okay, so here is how I did mine. I also took a glue, and you can use any glue. I have Aleene's tacky glue, and then I have another Aleene's clear glue. So you could use either one, you know. We'll use this clear one, and I'll show you how I apply it. Okay. So what I do is I like to take the glue and run a bead. Oops. Okay, we'll use the other glue because this one doesn't want to play right now. So I use the white one and I squeeze out a good amount. Okay, there we go. And then you want to take anything hard. I got this hard plastic thing. This is from stamping, like nail stamping, so I just took that, and you're just going to spread it like so. Okay, this kind of gets it all over the place, which is great. Kind of distributes it evenly, which I really like. Okay, and it gives it a little bit of a tackiness to it. And then what you want to do is you take your napkin. Well, I'm going to do it towards me, and then I'll turn it around because I know it looks probably upside down towards you. So let's see where I want it. Yeah, that's nice. So I want to kind of go, here we go. You don't get too many wrinkles if you do it fast and you put it on there. But it's a little crooked, but it's okay. It's okay. Nobody's going to say, oh, what a horrible card. It's crooked. You're going to say, wow, that's a really neat card you made me. So I use the opposite end and kind of rub it out. And if there's anything that's missing on there, we're going to go back and just put a little bit of this art glitter glue on the edges. That is really crooked, isn't it? Wow. Okay. So I don't know if I can fix it, but let's try. Oh, no, you'll rip it. I'll rip it. So we'll just let it be. And let's try it again on the other side with another thing. Sorry, we do make mistakes. It's happens, right? This is what happens. I know you're all saying, oh, I thought you said you didn't care if it was crooked. Well, I guess I care a little bit if it's crooked. It's okay if it's not a little crooked, but when it's really crooked, then it looks like you had a couple of drinks before you made the card. So let's do this again. We have this left, this pumpkin left here, and we'll try to make sure that we do that straight, and then I'll be happier with that. All right, guys. All right. So let's do this again, and you can take this glue if you want. I don't think I use this one really to do this. But, and so you don't have to maybe do that. Let's find out. This has got a very fine tip on it, which I love. So let me set it up. Let's try to do it straight. Better, 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 better. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Much better. Now it is missing a little bit, so you can go ahead and if it rips a little because it is very delicate, don't worry about it. We're going to cover that up. No big deal. So it's a little delicate, so you got to be really careful handling because it's just a slight one ply now. So you can just kind of press down carefully and don't worry about anything because we're going to go ahead and this is our back side and we're just going to go ahead and cut it and tape it and adhere it to the back. Okay, so that would have been a cool look too. You can do that. Distress it a little bit if you like it. Personally, I'm not a distressed person too much, but you know, I think that it does look pretty cool if you do it. Now remember to clip your corners so it'll be easier to bend it to the back. It's kind of like when you do fabric corners, and you can do it this way too. Okay, so I like to kind of just clip my corners and then I can do it this way and I dab it. I just tap it. Okay, so just tap it. And then, okay, and just tap it. There we go. It's really, really easy to get it down because it's such thin paper that it'll work really well. Okay, so that's down. Yay, we got that part down. Now the next part is where you do your glitter, and I need a piece of any kind of paper. I'll just use this quick paper here. So you're just going to need a piece of paper to get your glitter back into your bottle. Okay, so we'll get that, we'll do that. And what you want to do is we're going to embellish this a little bit with our glue. And we're going to start with our orange. And what I did was, all I did was kind of follow the lines and just random, just kind of put it out here. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to turn out gorgeous no matter what you do, because that glitter is amazing. So you take that. Okay. You're going to see how beautiful this color is. It's just gorgeous. Okay. See that? Can you see how beautiful that is? Okay, so that's that. You can put as little or as much as you like. It's up to you. Regardless, it's going to come out really nice. And then I will dump that back in the bottle. Okay, now we're going to do the stem. And the stem is green. And this one has like a little, I think it's called a tendril. And you can make that. This one doesn't have one, but we can make one. Okay, just with the glue tip. As long as you have a fine glue tip, we can do this. So what I did with this is I kind of took it and just as much as I could. Now this, you could make a curly cue. Okay, And then add your glitter to all this beautifulness. Okay. All right. So now you have that. Okay. And it didn't have a little curly cue. I did that myself, right? So you can do that. And that's going to look super cute when we are done. And let's get that back in the bottle. Okay, all done. Good. So now you're going to let that sit for a minute and dry. Now what we're going to do is take our card and we're going to glue the background to the card. Okay, we're going to do that, and then we'll stamp the card, and then we'll go get on with it from there. Okay, so I'm going to take my ATG, and let's see, I think I'll do the card and then put it down that way. Okay, there we go. And one in the middle for good measure. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to start at the top and make sure two sides are on there. Hopefully my head's not in the way, but I'll show you guys. Okay, so that's down, right? That's down. Yay, got that down. Now we're going to do the inside, and this is going to go on the inside, but before we put it on the inside, we're going to go ahead and stamp it. So I'm going to use, because it helps me to be accurate, I'm going to use my Mini Misty. Okay, and that helps me be more accurate. Okay. And it tells me where I want my stamp. So I want my stamp in the center of the card. Okay. So, oops, see, that's not even right. I want to make sure that this is going to be landing right. Okay, needs to move over a little bit, so that's okay. Okay, so that's where I want it. And that is my name stamp, so it always stays there. So I'm going to do Happy Thanksgiving in brown, in this brown, and this is the vintage photo, and I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to do part of the top also. Okay, that's good. Good, and then it's got part of the top of this, of the pumpkin, but I'm going to go ahead and go with this pumpkin, and I'm going to color this in orange, so it's going to be a little dimensional with two colors on it. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay, so now you see it's kind of picked up both colors, and what I did that I didn't tell you guys is I just used pencils, my colored pencils, to color this in. Okay, so that's all I did for that. Okay, so I'm not going to do it, like take up your time to do it, but I will do it at the end here. And the colored pencils I use are, what are their names? What is the name of the colored pencils? I forgot what they were, but they're just your standard pencils. It doesn't matter if they're expensive or if they're not very expensive. It'll work either way. Okay, so one of the things that I need to tell you that I forgot to do in my last video, or excuse me, in making this card, was to wrap this ribbon around the card before you set it down, or before wrap this ribbon on this paper, around the napkin card, before you put the ribbon down. Otherwise, you're just going to end up cutting it right at the edge like I did, which isn't as clean of a finish as I like. I like a more clean finish. So anyway, that's just a little tidbit, but let's go ahead and put this one down too. And go ahead. Okay. So again, I will take from the top and I will just butt it up against there and make sure it's lined up there. Okay. Now it's all lined up. Okay, so we got that done. Now let's go back to, I think my card fell. Oh, okay, yeah. Hang on one second. My card fell off my table, but I'm getting it back. Okay, so we're back to this portion of the card, and we want to start to embellish. Well, we just want to go ahead and put the ribbon down before we put the card thing. Do you see that there's a yellow, like a yellow streak across this? We're going to get rid of that. Well, we're not going to get rid of it. We're going to cover that up. So we're going to take our brown grosgrain ribbon and just cover that up. Okay, I'm going to take our ATG gun or any adhesive that you guys like. Okay, and make sure I get the correct side. And I'm just going to go right over the top of it. Okay, and there we go. So that's that. Okay, so that is on there. So now we can put this down, and then we can add our other embellishments and our other things that we like on the card. Okay, so it still feels a little damp, but that's okay. We can do that. So I'm going to use a wet glue since it's already wet, or damp, shall I say. Okay, so that should be good. And I will carefully bring it over and center it on my card. What I do like about wet glue is you do have a second to kind of move it. That's one thing I like about wet glue. Okay. Now if you need to, you can always use a brayer. I have a brayer here, and I'm just gonna brayer it down to make sure the glue goes where it's supposed to go. You don't have to do this. I just like using it because it kind of helps everything go where it's supposed to go. Okay, good deal. So that's down, right? Okay, and then we're going to do the, I'm going to do this, put a bow on it. So just make a bow. I like to make big bows and then I make them smaller. I know a little bit waste, but I mean, it's not that bad because it's, I figure it's not that much that I'm using. I keep pulling the wrong one. There we go. Keep trying to pull this one. Depends on how big your pumpkin is. I like to do one a little shorter than the other one, just for interest. There we go. There we go. Nice. Oh. So what you want to do is put your glue right where you want it. And then put your bow down. There we go. I like that. That is cute. Okay, so let's see. What do we use? Which one of these do we use? I love fall leaves. I love the pumpkins one though, because this is for Thanksgiving. I think I'm going to use the pumpkins. So I'll go ahead and use that one. And it goes right here. Cute, cute. Okay, so, you know, I have these also. I don't remember. These are EK Success too, but I don't know. Maybe I'll try using some of these. I didn't use it on the other card, but maybe I'll just kind of alternate some of these. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how it looks. I know I like these. The other ones had different sizes, which I really like. See the card? See how it looks nice when you have different sizes? The ones from the Dollar Tree are only one size, and I don't think I have any more of the different sizes. So we'll just go ahead and add maybe, you know what? I think I'm going to use different colors. I'm going to use that color, and I'm going to use the brown. So we got like a copper color here, and we got a brown. I'm going to show you guys in a minute a container for these that from the Dollar Tree that I figured out work great. Okay, so we got that. Should I use another color? Yeah, I think that's okay. Thing is finding the opening to these. Goodness sakes, you would think oh, there it is. All right. Only need one. There we go. So we got these 3 colors, and then you can put those down wherever you want randomly. I saw some little flaws that I want to cover up, so I may just use it to cover the flaw, like right there. There's a little tiny rip there, and I'm just going to put this there. So it kind of covers it up. And then I'll put one up here in the corner. Ooh, right here. I already put that there, so we'll fix that. Cover that up. And okay, we'll use that right there since we put glue there. Why not? And then we'll use one more. And where should it go? Here, I guess, to balance out the card. So I'll put it there. Okay, and then that one will be another copper colored one, I think would be nice. Okay. That's the only problem with these bags is trying to find the door in, you know? Like, how do you get in there? Okay, so okay, and let me think what else we did on this card. I think that's it. That's it. You just need to color it in, and that's the card right there. So let me show you guys. That's the card, and I think it turned out really, really cute. I think they both turned out really, really cute. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so let me, a little side note on, and then I can go back in and color that. So let me show you guys something. These, as I said, these come in packets. See, they come in all kinds and all colors. Purple, blue, I got all the colors. So, but I went to the Dollar Tree and I found these little containers. These little containers. And they come like that, and then you can just put them in there. This comes from the Dollar Tree too, this tray, and I put them upside down so that I can see all the colors, but I need to get more for what's left in there, and then I can see all my colors, and it works out really nice. So yeah, that is it for today, you guys. I hope you guys liked this tutorial. I hope you guys liked the cards. It's just so fun getting stuff from the Dollar Tree and making something fun with it, you know. So if you have any questions, any comments, please post below. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you like this kind of video. Let me know, and I'd be happy to make more videos like this. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks.